Welcome back to the hit Tyler's Tarot series called Message for the Brokenhearted. So, what messages do you have for the brokenhearted folks that are in my audience, the ones that need the message the most? All right, give me the what is the message for the brokenhearted, specifically in a love situation? So, what messages do you have for the brokenhearted? Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna give time for the room to fill up. That way, people won't miss out. And then I'm gonna start the reading. So I'm gonna do 5 more shuffles, and we're gonna go with that. Hey, y'all. 2, 3, 3. This one, 3, 3, 4, 4, and one last shuffle, and we're ready. Okay. Thanks for the likes. Please press the like button if you don't mind, y'all. So, Pat, what you're leaving behind, what's going on right now. All right. Hey, y'all. Okay, so let me wait. Let's give time for people to get in the room because sometimes it takes forever to get filled up. And then we'll get to the reading. 1 second. Hey, Tidge, Tig, Tig. Hola to you. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Good morning. Hey, I'm waiting for everybody to get into the room. I'm gonna give it another minute or so, and then we'll get it started. Um, hey, Cheryl McLean, Chrissy A, hola, hey, Shirley. Yeah, you made a live one, Francis. Yes. Greetings from Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland. That'd be amazing. Hey, proper like. All right. So we're about to get started with the reading. You're welcome. All right, here we go. So what in the position of what you're leaving behind, you broken-hearted folks or people that are just having a hard time. You don't necessarily have to be broken-hearted, but this is what the reading is called. So therefore, we're going to stick with the theme of the reading. But what you may be leaving behind is a situation where you felt depressed. You felt this card right here can talk about depression. You may be leaving behind a situation where you were being lied to or you weren't being told the truth by a person or a situation, all right? And that's what you're leaving behind, okay? What's going on right now is a Knight of Swords. So I see some of you have communication coming in with this person. There's going to be communication, or you're going to be communicating with someone, all right? Some of you want the truth out of a person or a situation, is what it's telling me. It's all happening due to the Lover's card. So there's someone you're still having this connection with, all right? You could be with this person, you could be without this person. There could be distance between you two. But I'm seeing some of you rush in and want to, some of you want a decision by this person. Are you going to be giving this person a decision for some of you? There needs to be a decision made, is what it's telling me. And I'm just saying that basically someone still holds back from telling the truth. So no matter how much you want truth from this person, no matter how much you demand the truth out of someone or demand communication or demand something to be said, it's still not coming out. I feel like some of you are still holding on to a situation where even though you're trying to leave the situation behind that was full of secrets, full of deception, full of lies, it's still being prominent in your life. And some of you want this situation to speed up. I'm seeing some of you communicate with this person as well, all right? I feel like your most likely outcomes are 4 of Wands. So some of you are still, let's see, let me clarify this. Yeah, see, there's a lack of communication going back and forth between you and another person. There could be someone that's actually blocked communication wise or not getting communication. And I'm seeing some of you want communication. All right. So whether it was you that stopped communicating with someone, they stopped communicating with you. Someone here still wants the communication. It could be this other person as well. And there needs to be a decision made because the connection's still there. All right, is what it's telling me. Yeah, some of you are still having a connection with this person. Some of you said Gemini or Pisces. I got Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, and I also have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and Earth too. Some of you still basically, what it's telling me is some of you are still tied to a connection that's not giving you long-term fulfillment. It's not giving you that fulfillment. It could be a lack of commitment here, all right? But the connection, nonetheless, still remains, unfortunately. I'm seeing some of you still hold on to the situation, but I'm still seeing you kind of healing from the situation at the same time, but you're just still holding on to it. All right, is what it's telling me. So what you're leaving behind is a situation where there was a lot of secrets, a lot of deception here. Why is the moon card here for? That's all it's telling me about is how a decision needs to be made, or somebody's wanting a decision made. All right, or wanting things to be. Yeah. So what you're leaving behind is a situation where, you know, you're kind of you're leaving behind a situation. You're leaving behind the situation because you're slowly getting over it, slowly but surely. But there were still lies and secrets that there's still things you didn't even know about this person. There's still things that they never told you or never expressed to you. There's what is the secret about? What was this deception, this lie and secret about? What it's telling me. Hey y'all. Yeah, there was a lot of dishonesty there. Whether it was, lies and dishonesty that caused the situation to not get to a point of where it was stable. Somebody's a Libra, by the way. A lot of dishonesty. It's all it's telling me about. And I feel like you're finally getting over that situation, or you will be getting over that situation. But going until July, you're still either wanting communication or wanting to communicate with someone, whether it's blocks in communication. So whether they're not communicating with you or you're not communicating with them, the communication is lacking, is all it's telling me about. It's also telling me about how there's a connection still there between you two, but you two are not giving each other long-term stability, all right? And even though I see you overcoming this heartbreak, thank God that's in reverse. I'm still seeing you cling to the situation. Some of you are clinging to the situation, all right? And it's not going to get to a point of stability. And I'm seeing to a point, it's going to get to a point where you kind of just give up on it because it's still not getting to stability. It's not still not getting stable, unfortunately, all right? So if you're waiting for a decision to be made by someone, it may be a decision made, but it may end up where you two don't stay together or be together. All right, is what it's telling me. All right, so let's do the next message. So if that didn't resonate, I'm sorry, but that's what the cards are telling me about the July. What's going on with the broken-hearted folks throughout July, please? Broken-hearted folks throughout July. Broken-hearted folks throughout July. What's going on? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Francis. Thank you. What's going on with the broken-hearted folks throughout July? Again, some of you are releasing a burden, releasing someone who burdens you. But then again, some of you are still waiting on communication, or you're waiting to communicate with someone. Some of you are going to communicate with someone later in the month, or you may be waiting for them to communicate. I'm seeing possibility for communication, but at the same time, I'm also seeing someone just remains kind of shut mouth, but they continue to stalk you or watch you from afar, or vice versa. You may be doing this to them. What messages do you have for the broken-hearted folks in this room, please? All right. Yeah, my subscribers, this is what represents you. Some of you are still not transitioning from a previous thing that ended. So whatever ended, whatever is ending, I'm still seeing you cling to it. I'm still seeing you not resist that thing from ending. All right, some of you just need to let the situation end. All right, let the universe take control. Page of Swords, again, some of you are still keeping an eye on this person because you can't let them go. Also, they may be keeping an eye on you because they can't let you go. All right, is what it's telling me what they're doing. Yeah, see, but you're basically, this person really is putting themselves as their main focus in their life. So they're not really concerned with how you feel about the situation, quite frankly, because they're more self-centered, more focused on what's going on with them. Yeah, some of you basically are very conflicted about this person. You don't want to let the situation go. But no matter if the situation comes back to life or not, there's still that conflict there. There's still that underlying issue between you two. Yeah. Some of you are watching someone because you want forgiveness. They also could be keeping an eye on you because they want forgiveness. They want this. They have pain over the situation too. Yeah, but see, this person is see, here's the thing. Whoever you're dealing with is getting over you. They're not as stuck on you as they once were. But I feel like some of you still want communication from this person or to communicate. But unfortunately, I still feel like there may be a potential for forgiveness between you two, but I still see them as being more focused on themselves, more self-focused, all right, is what it's telling me. So some of you are resisting this from ending. Where will the situation lead to in the next 3 months between whoever this story resonates with and the person they're dealing with? Where will this go to? Like, give me 2 cards to tell me where this will go in the next 2 to 3 months, please. Hey, Lollipop. So the most likely outcome in the next 2 or 3 months is I'm seeing you, some of you finally coming to your senses, coming out of this period of denial about the situation, and finally starting new things in your life. I don't think it's going to be with this person because I'm seeing you turn your back on this person in the next 2 to 3 months, and I'm seeing you release yourself from a situation where you were not getting the things you were trying to manifest with this person. So basically I'm seeing what you're holding on to now will not be bothering you as much in the next 2 or 3 months. I'm actually seeing some of you start fresh and new. Get out of this, honestly. All right, is what it's telling me. Let's see. So, in order to give you a very specific message, I'm going to pick a number from 1 to 5, and that's going to be your message. A number from 1 to 5, 2 cards per number 1 to number 5. Give me advice and just give me overall messages for number 1 through 5, please. Hey, Heather Blair. Thank you, Tawania Parker. Thank you so much. Number 1, folks, I'm seeing more options come in for you in regards to your love situation, all right? Because apparently, whatever you may have in your life right now isn't giving you that full on happiness. You may lack clarity with this person as well. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries is what I got for you. Some of you basically, you're going to definitely want to have other opportunities. I think that you're going to be contemplating what you want to do next because whatever you're dealing with now is not making you completely happy. So I'm seeing you contemplate other options or have other options come in for you that may be more prosperous than the one that you're dealing with. All right, just letting you know. Okay, number 1, folks, that's your message. So number 2, folks, some of you are still watching this person, keeping an eye on them. Some of you are still waiting for communication from this person. Some of you are not communicate with someone, but you at the same time you still want to communicate, or you're waiting on communication from this person. I'm still seeing it remain stagnant. I'm also seeing a big stalking situation which keeps coming out in my cards. This person may be watching you, and you may be kind of keeping an eye on them, or figuring out what you want to, or trying to gather information and so on and so forth. They also could be doing that about you. But I see stagnation in this situation between you and them. So you need to figure out if it's worth remaining stagnant in your life or something like that. There's no communication, or barely any communication. All right. All right. So some of you, number three, folks. Some of you may need to confess how you feel to this person. For some of you may want to shut mouth toward folks. You may come off a bit secretive or closed off toward folks, all right? And you're burdened by a situation. Some of you feel burdened by a situation, but you're not telling folks that you're burdened by the situation, all right? Is what it's telling me. But some of you also need to just tell somebody how you feel, or just speak how you feel, all right? Is what it's telling me. Number four, folks. So you're dealing with a very unstable, dysfunctional commitment situation, or there's a lack of commitment there. All right, I don't feel like it's really nurturing this situation doesn't nurture you. All right. Some of you, this involves a mother situation, or just it could be just pregnancy issues for some of you. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just getting that some of you are experiencing a situation where it's not getting to a point where it's committed or stable. All right, and it's not nurturing you. It's not giving you nurturement, whatever you want to call it. So it's telling me that I don't see it growing. Honestly, I feel like you're going to be more drained from it, if anything. Number five, folks. You're going to be feeling like basically things are at a standstill, like nothing new is starting in your life. Like you're going to feel like you've lost that mojo throughout July, like nothing is getting started. It's because things are just not ready to start yet, or the universe is not ready to bring that person in for you just yet. But just hang in there. It's just that time is going to be not really on your side throughout July, and you're going to notice that things are just not taking off, or you're losing that mojo in a way. But don't worry, it's going to turn in your favor eventually. It's just that throughout July, it's just not your time. All right. I still feel like some of you are clinging to something, is what it's telling me. And with that being said, that is the message for the brokenhearted throughout July. All right. I'm seeing a lot of you remain. What major things will play out in my subscriber's life in July? See, you're waiting. A lot of y'all are waiting. Whether it's waiting on someone new, waiting on someone from the past. I just see you waiting. I'm seeing you still invest your times in the thing, invest your time into something and trying to wait for the payout. All right. Some of you are lacking that faith that it's going to manifest, but I still see you waiting. I still see you investing your time into something that you don't even have faith in. Somebody's an Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you are waiting on a player, or waiting on someone who played you, or waiting on someone who really is closed off to you, kind of giving you the cold shoulder. Why is the King of Wands reversed here for, please? Why is the King of Wands reversed here for, please? Yes, this person may still be having anxiety over you, but I have a feeling that they're not really taking that action to make it work in you and their behalf. So I feel like you've lost faith in this person, but they're not moving forward with you. They could be a very charmer, inconsistent type with the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, King of Wands reversed, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here too as well. But don't fret. I think they are having a little bit of anxiety over you. What is this not? Because it's clarifying them. Some of you could be having anxiety over them, or just really kind of worried about the situation, or having numerous thoughts or just repetitive thoughts about the situation. Some of these is a family member or someone you were in a family with or wanted to be in a family with. It's just that this person may be faking their happiness as well. This person may be very unhappy on the inside, very unhappy, and having anxiety over you as well for some of you, all right? But I still see you waiting on this situation, even though you've lost the faith in it, is what it's telling me, all right? So, oh yeah, at least I agree. Let's see. Fire, air, water, and earth signs. What advice do you have for the fire signs, air, water, and earth? One card per sign, please. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no. Fire signs. What about air signs? What messages do you have for air signs? What advice do you have for air signs, please? All right. Water signs. What about earth signs? All right, fire signs. So some of you, like I said, some of you are still dealing with a very unstable situation where the commitment is not getting anywhere, or the instabilities there, a family structure that's kind of lost, or even it's not a family thing. It could just be that basically you're not getting commitment, or you feel like things are not long term, or you're not getting to a long term commitment with someone. All right, is what it's telling me. Air signs, you're going to be dealing with somebody's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, by the way, fire signs, air signs. So I just feel like, honestly, where there is no communication, I'm just not seeing much communication between you and another person. There could be someone blocked, or you're blocking someone, they're blocking you from communicating with you, or vice versa, all right? Water signs, some of you lack that, confidence that you can manifest things. Some of you have the power to manifest, but you don't feel like you do, but you do. That's the advice for you, all right? And earth signs, there will be happiness at the end of this road. Eventually, you will get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but you got happy things coming up, specifically with family. But I just see a lot of happiness for you. I see you getting happiness in your life. So whatever dark hole you're in now, it's going to get better, all right? So it's kind of like that slogan, it's going to get better, or it gets better. So be aware of that. But fire signs, some of you are having closures in your life. This closure will allow more long-term things to come in. This closure will allow more long-term things to come in, because I feel like some of you are dealing with a very unstable foundation that may not be for you, and I see it closing. I see you getting to, I see a difficult cycle ending between you and another person, all right? Air signs, some of you need to move on from that situation where you feel like there's no communication, there's no back and forth communication. You also need to just move on from this situation because it's full of drama that you don't need. With that 8 of Wands reversed there, it's just like there's a lack of things moving fast for you, or just a lack of communication for a lot of you. Some of you are water signs are lacking confidence that you can manifest a situation with someone from your past, or just someone overall, but you do have the power to manifest it, all right? It's just really up to you what you want to do. Your confidence is lacking throughout July. Yeah, some of you, your advice, earth signs, is to stop with the conflict. If you're having conflict with someone, just clear the air. All right, you may need to clear the air with this person, have a conversation with this person. Things could be happy between you two. I'm also saying you get happiness. So some of you, if you're involved in conflict, stop at the conflict. All right, after this conflict comes a lot of happiness for you. All right, what it's telling me. So with that being said, you all have a good one, and I will talk to you later. All right. That's the message for the broken-hearted folks up in this room. All right, y'all have a good one.